Customers rarely think about your business constantly. The strongest brands don't fight for attention every day. They connect their product to a regular behavior. In this tutorial, we are going to build a live routine integration flow inside your marketing software. We will set up a system that automatically teaches your customers how to use your product and prompts them to reorder at exactly the right time. Getting this right achieves three specific outcomes. First, it locks out competitors because your product becomes a fixed part of normal life. Second, it creates predictable revenue. And third, it reduces your reliance on constant, expensive acquisition campaigns. To build this today, you need three things: an e-commerce product with a repeatable use case, an email marketing platform, and basic data on how long your product usually lasts. Shifting a customer from occasional, spontaneous purchases to a daily routine takes your revenue from temporary, volatile spikes to compounding, long-term stability. Step 1. We need to identify the exact natural routine where your product fits best into a customer's life. Defining this specific time slot and the exact result the customer wants forms the foundation for your entire communication strategy. Now for step 2. We are going to calculate the exact replenishment timeline, assuming the customer perfectly adheres to that morning routine. The math here is straightforward. Divide your total product servings by the recommended daily usage amount. We call this number the empty date. The primary reason these flows fail is that businesses guess this date instead of relying on actual usage data. If you have historical data on how fast your customers actually consume the product, use that instead of a perfect use assumption. Mathematically pinning down the empty date ensures your automated reorder messages arrive when the customer actually needs them, preventing your emails from feeling like aggressive, out-of-touch spam. Step 3 is drafting the habit-reinforcing content that will populate our automation flow. This is a comparison between a standard post-purchase message and a routine-based approach. The generic version just demands another purchase. The routine-based layout leads with clear, actionable usage tips first, positioning the reorder button below. By sending these usage tips early in the product lifespan, you actively teach the customer how to build the habit before you ever ask them for another dollar. Once the habit is established, we can introduce the second message, the direct reorder prompt. The key constraint for this prompt is timing. It must hit the customer's inbox just before that empty date we calculated earlier. Leading with those value-driven tips creates emotional familiarity. When the eventual reorder prompt arrives, the customer perceives it as a convenient service rather than a sales pitch. Step 4. Let's actually build and time this automated sequence inside your email platform. Open a blank automation canvas and create a new flow starting with an order-placed trigger node. Directly under that, insert a time delay set for exactly halfway through the product's lifespan. Now, attach the usage tip email message immediately after this first delay. Placing a touchpoint exactly at this halfway mark re-engages the customer right when their initial excitement might fade, preventing them from abandoning the product entirely. Next, add a second time delay for the remaining lifespan minus 3 days, arriving just ahead of the empty date. Finally, attach the reorder prompt email node to the end of the sequence. Finalize the build by toggling the flow status to live. This automated architecture permanently separates the act of driving repeat revenue from the cost of human labor. Your routine integration flow is now running constantly in the background, reinforcing customer habits without any further manual effort. Let this automation run untouched for 30 days. After that, look at your actual reorder data to micro-adjust those time delays for precision. Connecting your product directly to a daily habit creates long-term, durable business strength, replacing the anxiety of chasing temporary sales.